Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, is brought to you by Magic Creeper, the most versatile creeper ever. Cosmo Recon, introducing the world's best touch-up kit for the professionals. Resin Works, made in America, installed locally. And by DirtCarLift.com, a better, faster, and safer way to service your race car.
Every once in a while here at Motorhead Garage, presented by NHOU Protective Coatings, we get a legendary name in the studio, and this is one of those cases. Loctite has been around for 65 years with their blue and their red thread locker. That's what you guys are famous for, Andy. But it's not just about the thread locker anymore. What has Loctite been up to lately?
Over the past several decades, we've actually worked on a lot of different areas, focusing on adhesives, kind of gasketing, lubricants, cleaners. Even under our TerraZone brand, we even have our collision repair products.
But first, let's talk about what folks are familiar with, the red and the blue thread locker.
Blue, in the Loctite world, we're talking about our 243. That's your kind of go-to product. The Loctite product, they all come in our iconic red bottle. So when you're trying to pick out blue, is looking at the actual blue stripe and seeing that, okay, that is a blue product. Because in the red bottle is gonna be the blue, the red, like our 263, is where you're gonna actually see a red stripe indicating that's the high strength material. So the blue is gonna hold your nut and bolt together, but it's also gonna be easily removable with just regular hand tools.
That is for if you want stuff to stick. If you want stuff not to stick, you guys can cover me there too.
We have a range of different anti-seize products, everything covering for general vehicle use all the way over to marine usage. So you're typically going to see it in like the brush top bottles. Some of the innovation that we've had over the last years is actually creating it in this easy to use, no mess stick. So when it comes to anti-seize, if you're anything like me, all you do is look at the brush top bottles, and next thing you know, you're finding it in your ear 3 days later.
Tell me about the 4070 you brought here.
4070 is a great innovation for us. Traditionally, when you were talking about adhesives, you would either have the option for speed or durability of an epoxy, but you couldn't necessarily always have both. And so that's really where the 4070 comes in. This is actually a hybrid product that gives you the speed of super glue or an instant adhesive, but it's also mixed with an acrylic, so it gives you that environmental durability.
Now you can talk about how much it sticks all you want, but the proof's in the pudding here. You guys have a video that is unreal. You're pulling a train with this stuff.
So this is an 11-gram tube of adhesive. Just using 3 grams of that, we were able to pull a 208-ton train.
And we're not just talking like 100 yards.
It went on a tour of Napa Valley.
Real quickly, Andy, you brought a couple of things that are specifically for automotive applications.
Under our TerraZone brand, which is more focused on the professional type of collision repair environment, we have our MS222, which is an anti-flutter material. So that's something where if body shop's replacing the roof skin, where you have your roof bows, they're able to put that in there. That way you don't get that vibration of the roof. We have a couple different seam sealers that we offer, and it's a combination of the seam sealer with our equipment. Easily replicate any OEM seams right in the shop floor and get those perfect, clean, crisp lines you get with the robot in the manufacturing side of it. To help as well, we have our cavity wax. You look at the edge of the door, you see all the rust bubbles popping through. The cavity wax is a great product to be able to get into those door skins and prevent any of that rust from occurring.
Loctite has all kinds of solutions. You can go to Loctite.com or call them at 1-800-LOCTITE to check out their full array of products. You know, Jeeps are fantastic, and there's nothing better than pulling the doors off and enjoying the fresh air. But, Ralph, there's all kinds of complications once you take the doors off. What are some of the things you run into and you kind of regret not having doors with you?
The weather changes. It goes from being a nice, beautiful day to cold, or, God forbid, you get a downpour, some kind of rain, or you end up in an area where you would like to not have your belongings stolen out of, so, you know, you can put the doors back on.
Yep, so you can take them with you now. It's not just a matter of leaving them in the garage. Thanks to Hitchworx, now we have a carrier for the doors here in the back.
Yeah.
Easy to install. Just goes right into the hitch receiver.
Yes.
Once you've done that, then how do you put the doors on?
You remove them just like you normally would, one at a time. You start with the driver's door, and it fits into the hinges, just like you would when you put them on the Jeep. You then attach the latch side over there to the locking mechanism on that side. Grab the other door, bring it around, slide it on. Hook it up over there again.
All right, well then, if they're back here, isn't someone gonna steal these when I park the Jeep somewhere?
No, we have the security plate that we keep the doors in place.
And then there's the hassle of carrying the extra key when you got your bike racks and that sort of thing. I've always seen that, but you've taken care of that problem.
Yes, we use these programmable locks that program to your factory key fob, so you don't even need to carry an extra key, and always have the key for your doors.
If you don't have that key, you've got bigger problems anyway, so that's fantastic. You know, I went online and checked to see what people were saying, and a lot of people had that question whether this thing locks, and they were worried about security of the doors. Well, guess what, folks? This lock really makes things handy. While I was online, too, I found a lot of great photos people had posted. A lot of folks who bought this rack were proud of it and loved it and put pictures up. Lots of people using it from coast to coast. I saw people on the beach. Some people in the wintertime even had their doors off, and they were toting it behind them here with this rack from Hitchworx. So lots of folks using it year-round, and lots of people really happy about it. How's the Freedom Carrier from Hitchworx actually made?
It's all made out of 1.5-inch square tubing that's 14 gauge. It's TIG welded. The components over there are stainless steel, and so is the pin, so it doesn't have any corrosion issues.
It's going to last a long, long time.
Yes, sir.
And one of the reasons we know that, because it is made in the USA, one of my favorite things. Well, head on over to hitchworx.com, get one of these for your Jeep. They'll also custom fit it based on the aftermarket hitch that you have. The automobile industry has lost a giant, and we here at Motorhead Garage have lost a friend. Alex Borla passed away in early February, just as we began shooting this episode. Since he founded Borla Performance Industries in 1978, Alex's focus was on quality. And in that time, his company established itself as the premier brand of exhaust systems. Borla Commerce Park was home to Motorhead Garage for many years, and the Borla family were terrific hosts. Alex was a great innovator, a passionate automobile enthusiast, and just a good guy. We dedicate this episode to the memory of Alex Borla.